Chosen ones. You are dangerously anointed. You're intimidating. You're interesting to people. People want to figure you out. Have y'all ever took time out to just look yourself in the mirror and just look at your eye contact and look at how much aura you hold, how strong you are. It's almost a mental exercise. A lot of people don't do it. Look yourself in the mirror. Just get face to face with the mirror and look in your eyes and just if you buy a mirror right now, just look in the mirror, look directly into your pupils, so you can kind of feel what people feel on a regular basis, and you can feel why they so afraid of you and why they so scared of you. You would be scared of you too, because you really got the cheat code and you know it. You really are a good person. You really want what's best for people. And people could feel that. You don't have no tricks up your sleeve. You're okay being yourself. Being yourself is fair. To the narcissist, being themselves is not fair because there's nothing there. But you, being yourself is fair. You don't gotta lie about nothing. You don't gotta get trapped by no image. You don't gotta follow life's instruction manual. You're a chosen one. You're an empath. You're a genuine soul. You live by example. Imagine somebody telling a chosen one, an empath, a genuine soul, lead me, show me you can lead. I'm already a leader. You just not following. That's what narcissists used to always tell me. Show me you can lead. Well, first of all, you're the type of person that won't follow anyway. So the first thing you're going to tell a leader is show me how to follow you. I'm already a chosen one. Everybody else is following me. Why not you? Oh, because you want to get me and you want to show me that I'm not who I think I am. You see everybody admire me. You see how everybody walk up to me, how I'm full of life, how kids like me, old people like me, pets like me, foreign people who can't speak English. They seem comfortable trying to talk to me. And that pisses you off. And it intimidates you. And it intimidates all the demonic people like you. Can I get a like button, y'all? Can we run this up? Because a lot of y'all need to hear this. A lot of y'all need to hear this, man. Please hit the like button so people can hear this, because it shows the ones out there that don't know the power they walking around with. And it's okay. God will reach the right people. But it's like we're intimidating people. And our aura is strong. And we don't even know it. That's why I say look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror for a long time. Appreciate you for hitting the like button. God bless you. You're not a hater, and I appreciate that. But just look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes we sell ourselves short, chosen ones. We sell ourselves short. We don't really understand how pulverizing and how much our energy could change the atmosphere of the room. We don't understand how much people talking about us behind our back, whether good or bad. We just a whole situation. Ain't nobody seen us before. Ain't nobody seen nothing like us before. Somebody that's good inside and out. Somebody that hang their hat on being a good person. Toxic people and narcissistic people, they know they're not good people. That's why they got to run their mouth 100 miles an hour. That's why they got to always be talking. That's why they always got to try to prove a point. And you sitting there wondering, why are you trying to convince me that you know geometry? Why are you trying to convince me that you know hopscotch? Why are you trying to show me that you know how to light firecrackers? Why are every conceivable thing where you can prove it to me, you ready to prove it to me and then go right or wrong? I cannot watch you do this, or I cannot acknowledge that. You're not going to give me no acknowledgement for nothing. So it's just crazy how the narcissist will throw you off course and try to Um, Basically, hide you from the fact that you're a good person. Hide you from the fact that you can just, you don't have to say all this fake stuff. You don't have to act like you're a veterinarian, a pool shark, archaeologist, every conceivable thing in the book, all while you're a Christian. You happy in your own skin, and narcissists hate that. You know, chosen ones, we intimidating. We just are. A lot of y'all just don't know. Like, if you're a chosen one, ain't nobody out of your league. Nobody's out of your league. You look at these people every day and you might say, oh, this girl's so fine, she's out of my league. Or, oh, this guy's so fine, he's out of my league. No, you're not, because you're a chosen one. 50% of what attracts people to you is your light. It's regular people who have to just rely on looks. These attractive people are regular people. No matter what kind, don't let it be in a real attractive person and there's nothing up underneath it. They just a narcissist or they just a shallow person and everything is about being vain. They really gonna like you, but they not gonna want you to know it because it's weird how it is. It's like some attractive people, they wanna like knock you down a peg because they like, okay, you are and the narcissist, this is what they gonna do. The narcissist know you attractive and you a good person too. You attractive and you don't even care, like you don't even hang your hat on it. And like I said, I was dating a girl. She was a narcissist. Man, she was trying to everything tight. She could wear everything. Got to be a dress, tight pants, leggings, tight dresses. And I'm sitting up here swallowing everything. If I wanted to, I could do it too. But that's not. That's not. I'm not trying to always attract supply. I'm not always trying to feed my ego. I don't need to always feel like I'm overdoing it all the time. But the narcissist targeted you. They was jealous of your light. They was jealous of how people see you. They saw you. See, you gotta understand, when you're a chosen one, people either gonna be one or two in your life. It's usually not nobody. People that's neutral are probably other chosen ones because there are other chosen ones. There's a lot of other chosen ones. But you either gonna attract a real supportive person, or you gonna attract a straight up hater, or a narcissist, a looky-loo, a monitoring spirit. It's gonna be one of the two. And the saddest, sickest part about it is they all start off as your friends. The narcissist is a shitty person. They can only be an upstanding citizen towards you for so long because they're just a shitty person by nature. Like when they take the mask off, that's who they really are. They just a shitty person. They have bad character. They make horrible decisions. They're just shallow people. But our light though is our light is scary, man. It's scary to people, like, and we just so unique. Like a lot of people haven't seen nobody like us. Some chosen ones, you look unique, we look different. You might not see nobody with our face before. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like we have like spotlight attention. We everything the narcissist. It's almost like the narcissist is the same way sometimes, but like they evil though. But we have celebrity energy. And that's gonna make people either hate us off top, or that's gonna make people love us. One of the two. The narcissist, it's almost like they're gonna get with us, and once they find out that we authentic and we really who we think we are, and we really are good people, they're gonna want to punish us for that. They're gonna want to punish us for that. Ooh wee. The narcissist is gonna want to punish us for being a good person. Once they see, okay, you really are a good person. You're not faking. You're not a bunch of patched up personalities like me. This is who you really are. You really love yourself. I got to do something about that. Yeah, I got to do something about that. I got to do something about that. I don't need to, you do not need to be feeling that way. Like, I got close to you, found out that you really do love yourself. You really are an empath. You really are who I think I am. I've carved out all these different personalities to get the reception you get naturally. And you got to remember, the narcissists live their life different. It's like the narcissist, if they're not getting the reaction, If they're not getting no attention, they don't feel alive. They don't feel like, they don't feel alive. That's why they always getting attention. That's why they always traveling. That's why they always calling people. That's why they always talking to people. Because if they not going back and forth with another person to reflect and bounce off of, just them by themselves, it's nothing there. It's nothing there. But that little person that got hurt in the past. Nobody is there but that little person that got hurt in the past. And that's when they could feel that little person the most, when they by themselves. Because when that little person got hurt, they created this character, and that character had to go out and perform everywhere, and everybody liked that character. But the thing about it is, it's a performance. It gets tiring. But they too far gone. They started faking being who they was like down there when they was like 10 years old. You see what I'm saying? They started doing that shit when they was about like 10 years old, like 11, 12, maybe 13 at the latest. They started being this person. They ain't never crossed over to wanting to be a responsible, reciprocal, accountable adult. They never crossed over to that. They saw they was getting older, and the only thing that changed, they might have started dressing a little bit older because they know they grown now. But they never made that, okay. So you got to understand, they don't have a moral compass. Like, at some point, everybody says, okay, I'm going to be a full-grown adult. I'm going to do things like a full-grown adult. I'm going to be empathetic to this person. Like, even if you don't feel that much empathy, like some people are cold-hearted, but they know empathy is like the correct way to be. The narcissist never grew into that. They empathy got lost somewhere when they was a child. Like, they went through a lot of trauma, and they came out on the bad end of it. So they stuck like that. And everybody owed them. The world owed them. They're not going to do no shadow work. They're not going to look deep within. They're going to force their character up on somebody, and somebody has to accept it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why the narcissist will never really come to grips with reality, because they're not going to never change for nobody. This is what they do to everybody. They get with everybody and discard them. They give everybody enforce a false reality on them. If they don't do it, they discard them. Like a pimp. A pimp get with women. He act like he their boyfriend for a minute, get them all sprung, and then he try to spring some pimping on them. If they don't want to do it, he cut them loose, turn them back to the square life. The narcissist, in a way, is kind of like that. It's a trip because I can it's kind of spooky and it's kind of scary, but it's almost like if you that drained cognitive dissonance and like the way you feel like a shell of yourself, like a pimp take you when you like that. What up, Jew? A pimp take you like that, and he make you sell your body. See, a narcissist is going. It's almost like a pimping effect on people. It's the same effect that pimps do to prostitutes. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same kind of demonic realm. It's the same how you be sitting there ready to do anything for the narcissist and all that stuff. And it's just, I mean, it's scary, but I hope the narcissist couldn't have told some of y'all to sell y'all body just to be with him. I know a few people probably wanted their narcissist that bad to where he might have could have sprung that on you. That's how pimping start. That's why I know narcissism is partly from pimping and shit. Like the pimp and the prostitute world definitely is got narcissism written all over it. All over it. Imagine that cognitive dissonance, but the pimp not really discarding you, just bringing on more people. It's a different type of discard. He make you discard your self-worth. He make you discard your family, everybody that know you. just to change your name to Cinnamon and stay in a hotel room and sleep about 5 people a day. And that's what you'll do for this grandiose, grand narcissist. You know, it's crazy. Like, you know, Jezebelious women, they easily end up being like that. You know, these OnlyFans women and prostitutes and bliss crawler and all this stuff, you know, strippers, prostitutes, you know, all that whole little world, the demonic city world, the chosen one don't. Whenever I would go to places like that, like I say, I was chosen, so I would attract attention. And like when you chosen, you can't go to bars or you can't be in the hood like that because your light, like somebody will try to kill you, somebody will try to fight you out of nowhere. Like it's times I've been out and dudes try to fight me out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell? Like, don't even say no words to me, just ready to fight me. I'm like, and you know, that's because that low vibration music, the dark lights, the alcohol, you know, people drinking the devil's piss, and they'll just stare at you full of hate if you're a chosen one. They can't even hide it, you know. Next thing you know, they right next to you in the bathroom trying to act like they bumping into you on accident. And I see all this stuff coming, and it's crazy because um, I learned to I came with a defense for it. Like I knew I was chosen when I was young, and I ran with a bunch of little chosen little dudes. Like now that I think about it, we all grew up in the church, and we all was kind of chosen, but we was all from the hood, so we was all kind of like dark empaths. We was all sociopaths, so we just used to protect each other, you know. But yeah, you know, you're intimidating to these people. Um, You carry a lot of energy, just a lot of positive energy. And it stand out a lot because a lot of people just aren't positive people like that. You see it all the time. It's kind of hard for you to believe. But think about how many negative people you be seeing. They really be like that. They really get mad when other people have stuff. They really be staring at people, turning their nose up when they see them. They really be talking behind people's back. They really feel some kind of way about other people. I don't know about y'all, but I really don't be feeling no way about nobody. Like I really don't. People be like, man, you feel some kind of way. And I be like, man, I really don't, bro. And I hope that don't make you look at me differently. You know, it's times where sometimes I would gossip about people behind their back on purpose just to fit in. Just to fit in. And just because I know the person did confront me, I'm not scary, but I used to have to be messy sometimes just to fit in with people. Because that's just not in me. And people know that. The right people know that. You know? And it's just, and you chosen, you just rub people wrong because you hang your hat on the most high. People might be having the best outfit on or wearing the best pair of shoes and have the best car. And like when they meet you, it's like they could tell, like a chosen one, our world is so strong. We so headstrong and we so caught up in our own world that other people can tell and they can feel it. So like when dudes meet us, they car, it's impressive, but they could tell we not really going, I'm not about to listen to you and take no life advice from you or think highly of you just because of what you have. And they could feel that. But they don't know how to get past it because they've been doing so much using these trinkets and using all of these the stuff from the world to attract people. Like, have you ever been around a dude that had a lot of stuff and you wasn't jealous of him and he kind of got mad? Like, I done been around people that I wasn't jealous in them and they felt funny because I wasn't jealous. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you could tell they felt kind of weird because I wasn't tripping. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man, they might even say something like, man, you the first dude to see the Benz and not even really like start acting funny with me. I appreciate that. And in my way, I don't, in a way, I don't be knowing how to take that because it's like, do you want me to be jealous of you or something? Like, what? I don't get it. Like, it's a nice car. I'm proud of you. Like, I mean, I don't see. That's the thing. Like, that's why I just stopped saying stuff to people because, like, when I see people with a nice car, in my mind, I'd be like, man, it must be nice, man. You know, like, I've had a nice car before. So if I see you in a nice car on the inside, I'm going to really think, man, that must be nice, man. Let me sit in here real quick. Man, what this button do? Man, that's dope, man. Take a picture. Let's take a picture in here. Like, I'm going to be juiced for you. And it's almost like people be wanting you to be mad. People be wanting you to feel like your life is small. But that's what pisses people off when you're a chosen one because they could tell you not fronting. You really not mad behind their car. You really not upset. You really know you could pull up on somebody in any car. And that's what it is. They know chosen ones play by our own rules. And that's why the narcissists had to get us. They say, man, this chosen one think they are villains. Like, they don't feel nothing from us. Like, they feel straight jealousy. Like, they feel angry. When they see us, they don't admire nothing about us. Kids gravitate to us. Old people gravitate to us. Pets gravitate to us. A dog might start barking at them. A dog might start barking at them or a kid might see them and just stare and be kind of scared or something. And they know that, you know. And that's the kind of stuff that creates a crazy little jealousy. You might go by the same little place and that kid walk up to you, that kid friendly with you, the narcissist see that. The narcissist is just a hater and they love to hate you. They get up on you and they love the fact that you doing all this stuff because they know, okay, I got your heart, so I'm about to try to destroy you. I used to be like, man, I used to do lives. I would get off my live, and this narcissist would call me right after I get off my live and try to start arguing with me. Like, they don't want you to feel good about nothing. Like, I'm talking about, I would do a live that had like 10,000 people. Like, I'm talking about, as soon as the live go off, my phone ringing. And I'm like, hello? It's like, yeah, I saw your live. I'm like, yeah. That one thing you said, I just think that it was wrong. Or that one person that was talking to you, you didn't even say bye. I'm like, what is you talking? Like, narcissists see everything negatively, you know? And that's why you can't get in. I be trying to tell y'all, you ain't gonna get nowhere in life with them. I'm telling you that right now. You is not fit to get nowhere in life. Period. You gonna go backwards. Every time. You gonna go backwards. Dealing with them is a full-time job. I mean, a full-time job. Like, every time I was trying to make a pivotal point in my life, I was with a narcissist just putting me through a bunch of stuff. And that's why I'm talking about I'm growing in leaps and bounds just from not having these people. I'm telling you, y'all do not understand how cancerous these people are. Like, y'all really do not understand. Like, when people tell me they got a narcissist in their life, like on this channel, when they like, oh yeah, I'm talking to a narcissist right now. In my mind, I'd be like, can't be really talking to no narcissist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just how I feel. I really feel like, man, you can't be talking to no narcissist. How you got time to even be on this live? If you're talking to a narcissist, you're not gonna be able to sit on this live for more than 15 minutes. So if you're talking to a narcissist and you're able to be on here talking, listening to this and going back and forth for 15 minutes without your phone going off, without having to answer a text, without having to argue, or without feeling like just hella bad and want to just zone, then you're not talking to no narcissist. Because unless you listen to this and you about to stop, unless you listen to this and this is your awakening and it's your last time hearing something like this and you about to go confront the narcissist right now. That's the only way I can see you, like, in a chat, like, I'm talking to a narcissist right now. It's like, no, you're not. Because you wouldn't be, no, you're not. Or you could be, but I don't think you are. It's like it's weird because I'm telling you, man, if I would have came up on the knowledge that I know now while I was still with these people, man, that would have been correct. Like it was only right that I learned this knowledge when I was fully through because this stuff is spot on. This stuff is spot on. Like I'm talking about, man, like it's soon I'm talking about because narcissists they go too far and they put you through so much to where you be like, man, I gotta study this, man. Like this was something different. Like I ain't never broke up with nobody and said, man, this was like some kind of condition or something. I said, man, this is something. And it's like that's what I'm saying. They abuse people so bad. They have people feeling so weird that people go fish out what it was. Or like God will lead you to this kind of content. But it's like I tell people like a lot of y'all they have ran into narcissists, but I know a lot of people like to. First of all, 50% of the people in the narcissist community is probably narcissists. But I know people like to hear people's story and hear people talk about heartache and triumph and stuff like that, and they can apply these narcissistic stories to their life and everything. But a lot of people don't run into like bona fide narcissists. Like it's a blessing to run into them. And when I say that, I'm not saying that none of y'all haven't ran into them. Like, but for every one of y'all on this channel listening, it's like probably like 1,000 people who don't even know nothing about this, who don't even care about this. So it's a whole lot of people who don't even like. I've tried to talk to people about narcissism, and you believe it or not, that's what be so weird. You would think, man, you would think from this channel, and you would think from all the different people that be in these channels and stuff and listening, and all these different content creators. Man, you would think a lot of people know about narcissism. It's a lot of people who still don't know about narcissism. Or like I talk to them, and they'll act like they know about it already. Like, oh yeah, that's some people that think they and I'm like, it's deeper than that. And they're like, oh yeah, anyway. And I just be like, okay, like, cause you could easily go, man. You could easily go through narcissism and not even know you're going through it. That's the craziest part about it. Like, if this narcissist, like the thing about this narcissist that I just went through, and it was like a year ago. It's been like almost like a year and a half ago. The thing about this narcissist is like I think when you're extremely chosen, they're gonna try to really go like the more extremely chosen you are, the more they're gonna try to really do you hella bad. Like they're gonna try to really damn near like marry you just to do you wrong, have a baby by you. Like they're gonna go to the extreme, try to burn you or something, try to kill you or something. Like they're gonna do something. They're gonna try to maim your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only reason because there's some people that go through narcissistic abuse, but like the narcissist probably won't go that far. Like the narcissist will be like using them for sex or trying to ruin their life, like doing little stuff. But like it's like if you extremely chosen, you're gonna have some crazy attacks. Like it's gonna be like overboard. Like from the male narcissist to the friendship narcissist to the relationship, it's gonna be people doing overboard shit to where if you even talk to people about it, you're gonna look weird. Like you're gonna be getting gang stalked from jobs in ways where if you try to explain it to somebody, you're gonna look crazy. Like what happened to me at this job, the way they just gang stalked me out of this job, it was so weird and crazy that my coworker almost lost his job just from watching it. He almost lost his mind. He was like, bro, you don't be doing nothing to nobody. I said, I know. He said, bro, as soon as you come to work, I see them like snickering and like coming behind your station and like it be people over here that I ain't never even seen over here. He said, bro, I've been working here for 2 years and there's people that came over here and like they be behind you like staring at you and like snickering behind your back and you'll see one of them tap on each other. And then they'll come talk to you and you'll just be working, not even knowing they're doing all this stuff. He was like, you need to turn your station around and face them so you can see what they be doing behind your back. And I just told young dude it's called gang stalking. Like he was surprised I knew. I was like, I know they doing it, man. Just just I'm gonna try to get as much checks as I can, and I'm gonna try to let them put me through as much as I can because it's a good job. But I know they're gonna end up firing me because there's just too much going on. And like I said, I'm a war torn chosen one. I done been through a lot. Like this spiritual warfare with me and this narcissistic stuff has never let up. Like I'm going through it to this day. I'm going through narcissistic like stuff right now with my child and everything. Like, I'm still going through this stuff. Like, I'm still in the middle of going through this stuff. It's just the narcissist put me on and let me know what I was going through. Like, okay, this is what you're going through. So I'm looking at everything different now. Because if a narcissist, they mess with your destiny in life, they throw your whole life off, how you thinking it's your fault. A narcissist will a narcissist will do something like, my bad, I'm getting over this cold. Like, they'll do stuff like take you out on a limb, how you thinking you about to future fake something, and then they'll like blame a flaw or blame something that you kind of came to them in confidence about that you think is wrong with you, and they'll use that as a reason to break up with you and like leave you stranded somewhere. Now think about that. Think about how skilled of a sabotager you gotta be to pull that on somebody. Like, you're gonna leave me somewhere, you're gonna act like you accept my flaws, and then get me to abandon what I know, to trust in you, and then leave me for my flaw that I told you about. And I didn't even really pull my real flaw off. I just halfway did it. It's just you looking for something. Like, you gotta think about it. These people are bold. Like, these are some bold people. Like, I could see something really happening to these people. Because these are some bold people. Like, to do what they do to people, it take a bold person to do that. And it's like, when you break up with them, you can just, I ain't saying take the guilty pleasure of it, but you can take the guilty pleasure of knowing that they might hurt the wrong person. Like, you can kind of like, I ain't gonna say hope for that, but say for instance, if you if you hear about something happen to them behind a relationship, you wouldn't be surprised. You'd be like, oh yeah, for real. Well, yeah. Like, I know this girl, she was a narcissist, and she stopped talking to me and started talking to some dude, and the dude hit her with a car. And I was just like, in my mind, I was thinking, because she called me and told me what happened. And she was like, yeah, we was arguing and da-da-da. And it's like, in my mind, I was thinking, I wasn't saying nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, I know how you argue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay. Like, when she told me, she said something, I'm locked up right now, blah, 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 blah. We started arguing. As soon as she told me we started arguing, okay, I know how you argue. You argue the way where if somebody don't really love you, if somebody is kind of, because narcissists don't always date empaths and good people. They be just, they get whoever they're kind of. They target, sometimes narcissists, they be attracted to people, so they'll get with whoever ready to worship them, but like they go after empaths, and they know that like empaths and chosen ones, we gonna feel their bad energy and kind of skip over them. Like, I'm telling you, with this, I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. Like, with this narc that just did whatever they did. I love telling this narc story. I can give two shits about this person. I haven't talked to them, haven't seen them, haven't looked at their social media. I don't know what's going on with them. But it's just a perfect example. They're the perfect example for this narcissism. Like, when I first seen this person, they just had bad energy around them. I didn't know what it was. It was almost like a supernatural, it was like a movie. Like, I saw this person at nighttime, and it just seemed like they had bad energy around them. It just seemed like I was meant to see them at night, like looking crazy. Like, I was meant to see them like at 2 o'clock in the morning, like they silhouette looking scary. Like, that's the first time I seen them. Somebody I knew, they was like, you see that girl over there? And I was like, yeah, I seen him. I seen her at night. Like, it was kind of like, but in my mind, I wanted to say, bro, I got an eerie feeling from that person, bro. Like, it kind of was like, I would have seemed kind of weird because these people wasn't into spirituality or nothing like that. But I want to be like, man, doesn't it seem like she had some weird energy around her? And then it's like, when I saw her in the daytime for the first time, it's crazy because, like, okay, she was like a mythical character, like I read, but I know it was just a bunch of bad energy around her. But I always see her at nighttime where I couldn't really see her too good. And then I remember, like, the first time I seen her, she was like outside, like looking at me, like on her porch, just looking at me, like looking, like I felt her eye contact, and I looked up, and she was just sitting on the porch looking at me. And I was thinking to myself, I could just kind of glanced over there and seen her kind of looking dead at me, like she was studying me, like. And I just thought to myself, okay, that's that girl that be walking around at nighttime, like that's her. Like in the daytime, she looked kind of troubled, like she looked like she had like dark circles around her eyes and shit. She was kind of pretty, but she like looked like a real trouble. Like that's what I'm saying. When you first see these narcissists, you be seeing exactly what they are, like from the demonic realm. Like you see, like I seen the darkness in her eyes even when she was staring at me in the daytime. Like I felt her bad energy. From like, okay, that's why you look like that at nighttime, because you kind of like troubled like a little bit. You look like you kind of been through the ringer, like a pretty girl that still got that rock star look face, like they done been through a lot, like life and kind of like got to them a little bit, like they didn't kind of use their looks for good too much, and kind of like they still salvaging them, but they didn't had a rough life a little bit. And that's the energy I got, and it's like that's exactly who this person was. And then what's so crazy is like when I sat down, I should have knew something was different, because when I sat down and talked to the person and met them, they was acting all pleasant. And in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, okay, you don't really seem like that demonic energy I felt when I saw you, that weird ass demonic like humidity I felt when I saw you. It's like now that I'm talking to you, I don't really feel it. I feel it a little bit. I do feel that little disconnect a little bit, but it's kind of like you acting a little bit. Like I didn't know you was kind of like a nice person like this. You nice, and it was all an act, man. Like this narcissist shit be like a movie, y'all. Like it'd be like a movie. Like I'm talking about when I went through narcissism the first time, I didn't even know what I was going through. Like I just knew I met these people. I met this girl that came from this weird ass family, and they all hated me for like no reason. Like hated my guts. Like my first narcissist experience was like crazy. Like when my family met they family, my family was just turned off by them. My family was just like my family just was all turned off. And in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I knew my family wouldn't like y'all, man. And they had the nerve to kind of even had a nose turned up, acting funny towards me while my family was there. So it was like my family was just like, yeah, we don't like them. They just some regular people, but they all think like her whole family was like her, just hella grandiose. Just thought they was just like the best thing since the world. Like the whole family thought like that, and they was just regular people. like, and like my family from California, my family got college graduates. My family, I got some hood legends in my, just to be honest, I got a lot of people in my family are like, great people, and just be humble, just be chilling, But it was kind of crazy because it was like almost like my family was. Like my family, we all kind of like chosen ones in a weird little way. That's why I say I know it's a lot of chosen people out here, because there's a lot of them in my family. But it was like she came from like a narcissistic family cult. So when our families met, it was just like oil and vinegar. Like we just couldn't mix. Like they was low vibration people, we high vibration people. They used to acting funny with me when it's just me over there because I'm chosen. They all narcissists. They couldn't really do it in front of my family, so they didn't like that. They had to kind of, you know, it was crazy, man. But yeah, these people, man, they just intimidated by you. They just be trying to study you. Like you really exclusive to people, and then throw people off. They don't know how to feel. I've seen other chosen people before, and it kind of like not been like not. I would never do what these other people do, but I'd be like, okay, I see that this is a unique dude. Kind of got his own little footprint in life, kind of to himself, reserved or whatever. People kind of walking up to him, talking to him and stuff. He being a good sport about everything. Like I could tell it's another chosen one. I might just see him and just give him a nod or something, you know. But it's like we got celebrity energy. We always have spotlight on us. Like, we might go into a room and people change their tone. Like, we might just see a group of people walking, talking at a table, and we just walk in real slow, kind of walk past them. They like change their tone and kind of like act like they watching us, or kind of like we invading their space. Like, and it's not even that. It's just our presence. Our presence is like, it's just strong. Like, cause we just real positive people. And that stands out today. You're a villain today because of that. Especially with these people hid in religion. Like narcissists love to use religion and act like they God's people and stuff. But then y'all all turn against the narcissist. So, it's kind of like y'all all up in church doing this stuff, man. All up in church, scared of God's children. Why are you trying to worship God? The religious narcissist is, man, oh my God. That's like a whole nother thing. Like, the religious narcissists will do some crazy, I done seen them do some crazy stuff, like try to rewrite the Bible and, well, everything. They'll try to go to you on scriptures and try to prove you wrong by reading scriptures, but then tell you that everything ain't in the Bible. So you're like, wait a minute. So you say that's your husband, Judy? They man, the religious narcissist is something else, boy. They'll use the scripture against you and tell you, oh, some. Uh, what you? I could go to the Bible scripture and show you what you doing wrong, and then they'll be trying to prove a point to you and be like, well, everything ain't in the Bible, so some stuff not in the Bible. Some stuff I'm telling to you is the Bible missed on this one. It's like, man, get out of here. What the heck? Like to me, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's nothing more irritating than the spiritual narcissist. Because they want to brainwash you so hard, they'll use God. It's like, man, you desperate. It's like you are desperate for control. Won't you just know yourself? It's like you be wanting to tell the narcissist, won't you just settle down, get a grip on reality, and just know yourself? Like, you ain't got to be a shady person, man. You ain't got to be jealous of everybody. Just stop trying to be in everybody's business. Stay at home sometime. Look in the mirror. Clean, when your grass don't look greener, stay and water it instead of the grass is green where you water it. Like, you just gotta calm your ass down. Like, you just want to tell the narcissist, but it ain't no talking them out of it. You just gotta realize, okay, this person is irresponsible for their energy, and they kind of throw it off a little bit. And you just gotta be, they not gonna be responsible for their energy, so you gotta be responsible for yours. And you just gotta understand. Ain't no getting through to them, man. Like, man, it ain't no getting through to them. The male narcissist and everything. I remember the male narcissist, I try to talk to him. I'm like, bro, you don't think you kind of be doing too much? Like, you just real competitive and you kind of just got you just kind of like a handful sometimes. He was like, man, I just feel like dudes just be kind of tripping, man. Like, dudes be, you know how it is, we competitive as men. And like, the narcissist gonna try to come back at you with something to make you feel crazy. And that's when you just gotta be willing to look at them and go, all right, man. Like, narcissists, they used to having their way and talking their way into it and talking you into it. And sometimes, even when it don't make no sense, just to keep the peace, you just gotta go, okay. Like, I really came to my partner, I was like, man, I try to have a heart to heart with him. I'm like, man, it just seemed like you be tripping a lot, man. And you know what I'm saying? You kind of competitive. And I'm not telling them everybody think this about him. I'm just telling them that I think it. I'm like, man, you real competitive, and then you kind of throw people under the bus. You kind of don't be following through. You kind of like, you kind of faulty here and there, and you like, but you a solid dude, for the most part. But like, you be so competitive and so negative sometimes, and like, you always comparing yourself to people and trying to compare other people, and you always got some shit going and stuff that people tell you who their enemies is, and next thing you know, you coming around with their enemy and all that. You just kind of like a petty, funny acting dude, man. But I said it in a nicer way, and he was like, man, I just think everybody got to just man up and just stop being like a bitch, man, and just kind of like, it's competitive out here, man. You just got to have your shit together. Like, niggas you know how it is, man. It's cutthroat. It's cutthroat out here, man. You just got to get it how you live. He tried to give me like some little thug poetry or something. And I just was like, all right, man. I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get through to him, so I wasn't even tripping when he said what he said. But I was just like, all right, bro. You might try to talk to a girl and tell her, and she like, okay, so you saying I'm doing this? You saying I'm doing that? Okay, I can see how I'm doing that. I can see how you think that. Like when the other day when yep, you know what, you right. And then tomorrow they'll do it all over again like you didn't even say nothing to them. Like it's almost like, huh? Is you doing? Is you playing or something? Like, you might say something, and this time they might go off. Like you said something yesterday, and they was willing to talk to you about it. Like talk and be like into, but you say about it, I'm tired of it, man. I don't care. You like, wait a minute, what the hell? We just talked about this yesterday. Oh, so he gonna bring up yesterday? Like you like what the? Like narcissists, they don't have like they got spotty thoughts. Like they got spotty. They got like I don't know. Like it's like each day is brand new to them. Like they don't never learn nothing and tack it on to them. It's like, they come in and it's almost like you gotta always like you just gotta always brief them about stuff. Like they don't have the common decency. Like the next day they're gonna wake up and do the same shit over again. You gotta tell them again. Like I say, this time they might get mad and ghost you behind it. So you're like, what the? You like, wait a minute. And then it's like you think trying to explain that to them gonna make sense, but like nothing makes sense to them. And they it makes sense, but they purposely don't care. It's like you could really be like, wait a minute, we talked about this the other day, and you said that it was cool, and you're gonna work, and then you did it again today, and now I said something to you, now you ghosted me. Like, what the hell is wrong? Like, what is? And the narcissist sitting there like, I know, I'm gonna throw all this shit at you, and I'm just gonna have fun watching you catch it. Like they come in your life and just turn your whole life upside down, and they come in your life and just toss everything in the air like my boys say, and then you just scramble trying to fix it all and catch it all, and then while you're doing all that, they gonna leave you. Like they come in your life, wreck your life, and then while you with them, you got to be doing life maintenance while you with them. And it's so technical. Like I'm talking about, man. If I tell you how this girl, man, it was like almost like she had to be hand in hand with Satan. How she did this, like she had to have Satan right there coaching her all the way through this, because everything she did, she like dismantled me in a perfectly, like I mean, isolated me, had me leave my spot, all kind of stuff. And I mean, it was just too perfect of a sabotage for it to not be on purpose. That's why I had to go look up narcissism. It was too much. It was like, okay, me and this girl wasn't even friends. Like it kind of scared me a little bit, cause for somebody to switch up and try to do me like that I've been knowing for that long, I'm like, nah, that's some different. I'm like, I'm about to go read up on this, cause and like the first couple things I read, it said exactly what I was going through. I'm like, wait a minute, what? It's like, yeah, they act like they get to know you, they love bomb you, and then they start acting different, and then they start getting distant and start acting like a totally different person. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is what the. It's like, yeah, they don't understand nobody's point of view but theirs, and they leave you out of nowhere without a trace. And I was like, wait a minute, this is the same. And I said, well, I'll be damned. Because I remember one time they tried to call me a narcissist. And I said, that's that word that she called me. Like, they'll call you. I didn't know nothing about, they'll call you that because somebody been called them that before. He said, you a narcissist. I said, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to go look it up, though. I don't know what that is. But a narcissist called me a narcissist. But yeah, man. I'm just letting y'all know, man, we special. We different. We intimidating. And the narcissists want to punish us for that. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it so much they feel to infiltrate a relationship, try to get with you. Cause like it makes sense why this narcissist try to take me down. Cause like they see me like cool with everybody. I was friendly with everybody. I was cutting people's hair. Like I used to be a barber, so I used to be doing some of my haircuts at my house. So I would have people outside, had the music on, have food, be cutting their hair and stuff like that. It was like, why would you want to take somebody like me and hurt me? Like that's crazy. Cause I was like the big man on campus. I was like a big old chosen one. People liked me. People coming through, get their hair cut. They bringing their kids around. It's just like real. It's full of life over here. Like that, she could tell that like people looked up to me and stuff. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna destroy this dude. Like that's crazy. Like when I think about it, it's like, because I remember I told you when I first seen her, I barely even really knew her. I barely even really paid attention to her. So she started, and she was real stuck up. I know she had a real stuck up, arrogant kind of attitude about her. And it's like, I'm different. Like, if you act real stuck up, I ain't gonna talk to you. I don't care. Okay, be stuck up. That's cool. You know? But like, yeah, you seen me cutting these people hair. You seen these different people pulling up on me, knowing me, liking me, different friends coming to visit me. And you said I'm gonna get with this dude and try to show him that he not this cornerstone of the community that everybody like. That's crazy. See? And it's like when I was going through narcissism, I didn't understand it. I'm like, why would you? I'm thinking to myself, okay, why would you get with me and tell me all this stuff? Like, yeah, I used to see you outside and everybody liked you and the kids used to come by there and you would throw the football with them and have water balloons and cut everybody's hair and used to be cutting some homeless people hair for free and all that. Like, why would you see me doing all this stuff and tell me you admire me doing all this stuff and then try to hurt me later? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's what I'm telling you. I had to figure this shit out. Because, like, when they flip the script on you and do the whole not like you thing, that's where you got to, like, pay attention. Because it's like, y'all got to pay attention to that part. That's the part you got to pay attention to. That's the part you got to really pay attention to because it's like, how you going to dislike me like this, man? Ain't nobody, I had to start realizing something when I start coming to my, the thing is that's so spooky about this possession is like when you start coming to your senses, it's almost like they could sense it. They could like almost sense that they could like, it's weird. It's like when you start waking up, it's almost like they could feel it. Like they know you about to come to your senses. They know it. Cause it's like, wait a minute, man, what? Well, how are you acting like this now? Like, what's going? Wait a minute. You start coming to your senses, man. Why is this person always arguing with me? It's almost like I'm trying to stop the argument. This person want to keep going. Like they wasn't just this person a month ago. Like something ain't right about this. You start catching on to it. They start talking to you in the same way, starting the same argument over again, and you argued about that yesterday, and it's like, oh, okay. So you like, wait a minute, are you like making sure you argue with me or something? Like you'll catch on to it. Like, is this argument mandatory? Like what is like argument hang up ghost? Like you talking to somebody? You'll start like huh? Was you faking who you you'll start catching on. Once you start catching on, it's like once you start don't let them trigger you, they'll try to start arguing with you, but you won't do it. They'll start saying, okay, this nigga done caught on. Oh my bad, they'll start saying, okay, this person done caught on to me. They kind of catching on to what I be doing. And then that's when they're gonna start trying to find somebody else. But you'll start catching on, because you know what I'm saying, they can only play, they cosplaying as an adult. They cosplaying as somebody, as a regular person. Like narcissists, they mentally unstable. They way more mentally unstable than you think. Like you don't be probably seeing, like you only see the half. Like half the reason they stay away from you because they kind of crazy and probably doing some weird shit behind their back or something, popping pills or playing with a Ouija board or doing something taboo, watching child pornography or something. Like they into some dark stuff somewhere. You can just tell. That's another reason. Like, and you'll never know that part. You'll never know that part. Like I said, I know this girl that was a narcissistic Jezebel, and she was so cold. She'll be like, she was a prostitute. She was so cold. She'll be riding around with her boyfriend, and she'll be like, I gotta run up in here real quick and grab this weed, or let me run up in here. This girl owe me some money from I did her hair, and she'll go in there and turn her date in like 10, 15 minutes, and then come back to the car. Imagine how rotten a person that's the kind of moral compass they be having. Imagine that. You riding around with a girl, I'm finna run in here and get my she didn't lie and say, my auntie said she was gonna leave this money over here for little man for Christmas. They had sent the car, they just got here. Grandma don't even live there. It's an old man live there. She run up in there real quick, do what she do in like 5-7 minutes, come back out to the car. Yeah, my auntie was in there. She used to be doing people like that. I say, man, this girl, man. I know this dude said he did something, and I said, well, she had dude in the car with. She said, I know, man. I looked out there, seen him down there in the car. I said, what? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, that same girl, I mess around and beating broke up with him or beating got out that same person to be married to some unexpected person like 3 years later from that same scene. That's the kind of stuff narcissists be doing. They be caught up in all kind of. Next time you get with a narcissist, look at their past. Or they might slip up and tell you a whole story, tell you they was in a threesome, or tell you they was in a polygamous relationship, or tell you they used to dance, or like you got to do you got to do like a little background check on these people, cause that's what I'm saying. They be into wild stuff. I remember one time this girl called me, and I could tell something was weird. Like her hair, you could tell when somebody's hair is like sweated out from having sex. So I remember one day she like called me. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and like I noticed she was like hella up, and she was drunk. And it's like, see, now that I think back, it's like when you get your awakening, you'll think back on some of the stuff the narcissist did, and you'll be like, damn, this motherfucker was cheating on me right to my face. Like this person, like back then when I saw that they was going over this fake person house named Miss Mary. I never met Miss Mary. Nobody ever talked about Miss Mary again. It's just some fake ass person they made up. But I remember one time, uh, this person called me, and their hair was all over their head, like it had got sweated out or something. Like I'm like, why your hair look like that? It's like, oh yeah, I need to get it redone. I'm like, nah, it don't look like it's still kind of like it look kind of wet, like you was sweating or something. It's kind of all over your head. Like I know you know how when girls have cornrows and they have sex, when they have braids and they have sex, it's like how it looked kind of like just a little damp and like kind of all over their head. And I could tell she felt hella weird when I asked her. And then I heard a dude in the background like say something to her daughter. And then she had to get off the phone. So I think about all that stuff now, like, wait a minute. So you was out here fucking with some dude, just got through having sex with him. You so bold, he probably know you got a dude. You so bold, you call me right in front of him. He probably sitting there naked. You probably sitting there naked. I mean, you got me on FaceTime or whatever, and he probably sitting there smoking some weed in his drawers or something. Like, I'm like, damn, and it all dawned on me. All this stuff dawned on you later, how they was playing right in your face. Starting an argument with you, ghosting you for like 3-4 days, and doing that on a regular, like making that a routine to do that like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. You start seeing everything. Like when you get healed, you start to see everything clearer. Like that one argument they started, it was just out of the blue, like just got on the phone like 2 seconds. Says, I hate the way you did my bye. I'm hanging up. I don't want to talk to you for 2 weeks. You're like, what the? You're like, wait a minute. I didn't even do. Like, think about how many times you try to chase the narcissist down and you didn't even do nothing. Like, it got to the point where at first they used to like have a thorough argument with you and ghost you to where you feel kind of like, dang, I did. Now it's like they just barely starting an argument with you. They getting lazy, but even with they plan, they like, oh, anyway, I'm tired of talking about it. You like, wait a minute. We didn't even argue. What happened? Like, they trying to ghost you off of anything now. And you start thinking, you start back. That's what I'm saying. You got to heal because some people be wanting to go back to the narcissist, but when you heal and you able to really realize and think about how much this person probably really was fucking over you, it's like, nah, hell nah. Like you start remembering times that they didn't pick up their phone for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden they was in the same town as you. Like all that stuff start coming to you. Them times they said they was with their family member traveling, but you talked to them 100 times and you never heard the family member's voice in the background ever. All that stuff happens. All that stuff start coming to you when you get healed, and that's the stuff that don't make you come back to the narcissist. You're like, wait a minute. I remember they said they went across the country with their cousin, but I never heard their cousin in the background, and they say they didn't take no pictures. You like, and I called over there. Then I kind of brought it up like a year later, and the cousin act like they didn't even remember nothing about that. And it's like you start to all of it start coming to you. All of it start coming to you. Like I say, with me, it started coming to me. I started realizing towards the end of my relationship, the narcissist was sneaking around with me. Like it had got so bad. Mind you, this supposed to be my wife at the time. It had got so bad, I started kicking it with her thinking somebody gonna pop up on us or something. I almost wanted to say something like, hey, is you talking to somebody where you scared they gonna pop up on you or something? Just tell me, but they'll do stuff like that. They'll do stuff like that. They that shady. They that crazy. But they'll do something like that. They that irresponsible. Like where they'll get in like a whole nother relationship and won't tell somebody. They'll be like, they'll have like they probably did you like that. They'll be them straight up got in a whole calling this dude they man, this dude they boyfriend. Meanwhile, they still with you and everything. Ain't talked to you in 2 weeks. This dude, you down there bumping to this dude. Think that that's his girl. Dude think he just start talking to her. You like, bro, we've been talking for like the last 7 months. It's like, oh man, she been my girl for 2 weeks. You like, what? To where they do shit like that. They cold. They're getting a whole nother relationship before they leave. That's why when they discard you, they be cool. They discard you. They got somebody to blunt the pain, and they got somebody to keep them like occupied. So that's why when they discard, they be gone for like at least the first 6 months. They gonna be gone, like long gone. They in a hole. They love bombing somebody, going to meet their family, going to church with them, getting rooms with them. Doing all the stuff they was doing with you. You remember how busy they was when they first got with you? That's how busy they is with the new supply. That's why I say you ain't got to go look at nothing. You ain't got to go look at no channel, no. You ain't got to go follow them nowhere. They was doing that shit while they was still with you. You gonna get mad because you gonna go look at that shit and see pictures, and the day gonna be while they was still with you. I wouldn't go look at none of that stuff. I went and looked one time, and this was probably like about a year ago, maybe a year and a month ago, and like that these people are really crazy. Like they had put just broke a 6-year trauma bond. Like they really like this person really had put on their thing. I just broke a 6-year trauma bond. God this and God that. I say, yeah, y'all sick. Like in my mind, I say, yeah. Like that confirmed everything about the narcissism. It said they switched their identity. They might act like they was the one that got hurt. They gonna start coming with majestic little, and I say, God damn, this stuff is spot on. This stuff I ain't never seen nothing. People be talking about Illuminati and all this other stuff, man. Y'all better. I'm talking about broke a 6-year trauma bond. My husband, I was married and this happened and that happened. Nah, you ghosted your husband for 3 weeks and you got cheated on. That's what happened. Just tell the truth. I kept ghosting my husband. He got tired of it. I didn't know he was a savage. I didn't know he was a dark empath. He gave me a narcissistic injury while I was still married to him and hurt my soul. The little soul that I did have. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Because I'll get on there. I'll mess around. I'm a bigger YouTuber. I get up there and make, because she a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that because I'll tell the truth. I got receipts and everything. When you met the girl was like, something's wrong with that girl. Like, she threw you under the bus. Like, that's what really did. When the girl told me how she talked about me, she was like, I was just looking at her like, What the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, she talking like this about somebody that cared. Like, I'm talking about you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even when I found that out, that's what let me know something too. Like, that's what led me to want to know about narcissism. Because I'm like, you really have no idea how much these people really hate you. It's like, it's some sick, it's sick. It's sick. Like, like, when the girl told me the stuff that the girl said about me, I was shocked. Like, I literally was shocked. Like, I couldn't believe somebody that I married was tough. Like, I'm talking about, and the girl was like, she's like, Josh, you know I'm not making this shit up. She was like, how would I know this stuff? She was like, I wouldn't know this stuff. She's like, I didn't know nothing about it. I thought, so I didn't know this stuff was going on with you. You didn't tell me none of this stuff. She said, how would I know this stuff, Josh? I'm not making this up. I felt like crying. Like, I was so betrayed. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. Like, there's no way anybody that cared about you would say the stuff that this girl told me this girl said about me. And I had been knowing this person for 6 years. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, these people are evil. Like, I'm talking about, to know somebody for that long and be able to say the stuff that this girl said about me. I was like they'll go deep cover. Like, that's what I'm saying. They'll go deep cover to hurt God's children. Like, that's what I'm saying. We really are some pulverizing people, because people really will go to great lengths because they know that's the only way they can hurt us. You know, the only way to hurt me, you see all these people looking up to me, all these people, not looking up to me like that, but like, you see all these people in the neighborhood like me. You see, I'm an influential person. You know, the only way to get to me is to play with my heart and my mind. You know that. Like, you know, the only way to get my attention is like build some kind of trauma bond. But the thing is, like, they underestimate what people been through. I've already been through a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not, like, I done been through a lot already. And that's one thing they they not ready for you to kind of know how to like bounce back, how to peep their game and kind of like fall back. See, that's another thing. Like, while I was in the middle of my relationship, I started like enforcing my boundaries and making her pay for it. She'd get mad and ghost me, and I was like, I don't care. I was like, look, if you mad because I'm enforcing my boundaries, get mad. Like, I'm tired of that. Like, I enforce my boundaries and then I get in trouble for that shit. I enforce my boundaries, but I'm the one getting in trouble. You ghost me and cut me off because I'm trying to enforce my damn boundary. What the hell? So I just started being like, okay, well, fuck it then. Like, if you finna get mad, let's go. I just started enforcing my boundaries even more. I'm gonna ghost you even more. Okay, let's go. I got tired of pouring water on, and she come with gasoline. I'm coming with water. She come with gasoline. I just start coming with gasoline too. Let's burn it down together. She didn't like that. She's like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. That's about my first narcissistic experience. When I caused a narcissistic injury, like, that's what I did to her. I caused narcissistic injury to her and didn't even know I did it. And like, when I think back about it, it's like, damn, that shit really was narcissism. Like, this girl told me, she tried to explain it to me and everything. She like, and I know that's a goddamn lie. Like the narcissist gonna always try to do some shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how you be able to tell it's fake, because they'll try to do some shit that like ain't nobody. Like, they so grandiose, they gonna try to hurt you in a way, and like to where nobody has ever even done that before, to where you know it's fake. Like, she gonna tell me, uh, the girl, when I went through my first narcissism experience without knowing it, and it's like, even when I did this, I still didn't know I was going through narcissism. But like I told you, I was a dark empath, so I did something after I went through all this shit. Like, she gonna come to me, she was like, uh, I'm just not attracted to you anymore, and the spark is just not there anymore, and it's like that Donnell Jones song, Where I Wanna Be. Like, I'm tired of hurting you and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's how you feel? It's like, yeah, it's just, we just grow apart, and hurt people, and I'm tired of hurting you, because I just know that I should be loving you. And I was like, no, no, it's like, it's cool, good. I know it was some bullshit. I'm like, whatever, you're gonna keep doing whatever you're doing. But I was like, because it's like, that's the thing. We be we be like really, really anchored down, trying to really love these people, making up our mind that we gonna do it, and then but it's like a dark empath. Once we figure it out, I told her, I said, "You sure?" She said, "Yeah, I'm sure. I hope it don't hurt you too bad." But like, yeah, I just, you know, I feel like I'm losing myself, and I'm not attracted. The spark is just not there. I'm not attracted to you no more. And like we live together, so I was like, okay, well, shit, all right, well, we'll figure something out. Maybe I have to move out or whatever. The lease coming up, like we'll figure this out. You telling me that you're not attracted to me no more. I don't think I'm an ugly person. Maybe you dating somebody, maybe you cheating, and maybe you talking to one of you. And that's what with her. She kept going back to her ex. Her ex, she probably cheated with her ex the whole time she was with me. So it was like, okay, that's how you feel. All right, well, shit, we'll figure something out. About a week went by. I just came home one day. I had met somebody, and it was easy. Like that's what I'm saying. The narcissists, they come to you, they isolate you, and they come to you and tell you how they just don't. And in your mind, you're like, wait a minute. So if I get a fresh cut, I got muscles a little bit. If I get a fresh cut, throw on some cologne, I could dance a little bit. You mean tell me if I get on one of these dating apps, put a picture out there, if I just call up somebody I used to talk to, like, and I met this girl, man, and you know how dudes are, we visual, and she was a little bit more attractive than. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These people will have your. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was another thing I'm gonna say too. They'll make you quit being you, like the good version of you that get people, that get attention, that stand out. They'll make you not want to be that person no more because they won't validate that person. So you'll think, nah, bro, that was an act. That was an act. They had flying monkeys, people in their family that was staring at you. All that was an act, bro. Because when this girl told me that, it just made me say, okay, well, let me see. Like, you're not attracted to me? Let me see. Because I ain't never heard that before. Even when I was in high school, I got cutest boy in high school. I got best dressed one year in high school. So I'm like, let me see. I'm like, you know what? I ain't never heard that before. Like, ain't nobody ever told me that before. And it was like, I'm from California. I done moved to Texas, and like, nothing against Texas, but some old Texas girl done told me that. Let me see then. Let me just see. Let me curl my hair up, get a fresh cut, throw on the cologne, throw on a little button up, step out here, have a few drinks. Let me just see if you telling the truth. She was lying. She was lying big time. So I meet this girl. We hit it off. She tell me how she feels. So I stopped coming home. I start coming home whenever I want to. Like, okay, you basically, I guess, the lightweight broke up with me while we lived together. We had a kid and everything. So I said, okay. Met this girl, and one day I came to the house, and I was like, hey, I'm about to pack my stuff, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I still pay the rent. Now she was like, what? Like, you could tell she was surprised. She was like, wait, what? Like, in her mind, she's like, wait a minute. I didn't came to you, told you now I'm not attracted to you. You look like you felt real sad, like I had defeated you. And I kind of thought I was going to be able to just cheat on you and treat you like shit for a little while and then discard you like I usually. And I'm like, nah, I met somebody. She's downstairs. She got a truck, so we about to she going to help me move my stuff. She's not going to come inside. She just going to wait at the bottom of the stairs. Called her. I'm talking about, remember I told you dark empaths, we cold. Dark empaths, we just got to make show. We just got to make show. Like when I was in the streets and like some shady business was going on, I was like, you show? They like, we show. We like, let's set a booby trap. Let's see. Like drop $100, see if we pick it up and don't say nothing to us. Let's just see. Because we hear all the rumors about them. We hear they doing this. We hear they doing that. Drop like $40 on the ground. And if he pick it up, then all the shady shit we've been hearing about him is true. And we'll have somebody trailing him. When we drop the money, we'll have somebody trailing them to watch them pick it up. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, though, man, it's these people are calculated. They want to see you down. They want to see you be a shell of yourself, and they go after you just to do that. Just to do that. But see, it's like they put themselves in vulnerable positions, though. See, the scariest thing about this narcissism is if you learn about it, but you don't tell everybody you know. You learn about it, you don't tell everybody you know, and you run into a narcissist, and you know they're a full-blown narcissist. You know that they won. You could tell how they lie about everybody in the past hurt them, how they doing the grandiose stuff. You starting to see the little red flags. You know that they're a narcissist, but you notice that they leaving. See, really on the cool, if this narcissist stuff is gonna like cause a bad reaction, I think that people not talking about it, it's exposing people to the fact that there's narcissists out here. But I think some people gonna read this stuff because there's some people that's criminals that's not narcissists that's been done wrong by narcissists, and I wouldn't say I'm kind of far from that. I'm a good person, but like let's say I was still in the streets, I would still be an empath, but I'd still be in the streets. So if I was looking for victims and I ran across some narcissists, I would have my victims right. I would, if I went back into the streets full blown, I would go back into the streets already knowing I'm robbing all the narcissists, I'm setting up all the narcissists, I'm wronging all the narcissists. I ain't got to look for no victims. I can just go after narcissists. I would see people treating their spouse differently. I would see people walking in front of their spouse. I would see all the signs that people are narcissists. And I got so much disdain for narcissists that I would already be in the field doing shady stuff. So I would just victimize narcissists. Like if some dudes in the streets, they only victimize drug dealers. So they be feeling like they ain't doing nothing wrong. It's some dudes, all they do is rob drug dealers. That's all they do. That's all they do. They don't do nothing else. They don't gang bang. They don't do that. They just all they do is extort and rob drug dealers. You can't get mad at nobody for robbing drug dealers. You know, so if I was to get back in the streets, like I know I couldn't say that to the average person. I know I couldn't tell the average person, but you know, this person was a narcissist. That's why I did this to him. But on the inside, that's what I would be thinking to myself. You know, criminals don't be having no explanation for nothing they do anyway. You know, so I'll be wronging people, and it'll be just narcissists, and people wouldn't know what's going on. And why did he do that to him? He seemed like he wasn't even, and I'd be doing it to weak narcissists, and I'll be getting strong narcissists and weak narcissists. That'd be like my little thing. I'd be trying to get to know people and everything, just to, you know, a woman come on to me and she hella friendly, and got narcissist written all over. I'd be like, okay. And I would just with them, I would just if I was to get back in the game, all I would do is I would just enjoy leaving narcissists right when they play with me. That would be like my guilty pleasure as a dark empath. Like I would let them love bomb me, and then like the very first time they ghost me for 3 days, I'll vanish. Like I'll discard them hard, like a vanish. Like I'll mess up, I'll cause narcissistic injuries. Like I'll do that now. Like that's something that I'm gonna do right now today. Like not today, like I'm like not literally right now, but the next narcissist I run into, I'm gonna have a little fun. Cause see, I'm gonna hold my feelings back too. And if you get past that 3 month phase and you don't change, then I know you're not a narcissist. But the first time we get into like a little weird little argument and you call yourself ghosting me for 2 days, I'm gonna be ecstatically changing my number. I damn near might move. Cause I want you to feel that shit. And it would catch you completely off guard. You'll be thinking, okay, I done love bombed them. I'm gonna be able to ghost them at least 2 or 3 more times before they get it. And you're gonna come back. Man, let me turn my phone back on. I'm gonna get on the freeway, turn my phone back on, give them a call. Probably like stop somewhere at a store or something, make it seem like I would, you know, and just like, wait a minute, number changed. Oh, he must have went and got a. Wait a minute, he don't live here no. His Facebook deactivated. What's going on? And I mean, they could never find me again from that point on. And then they think about it and realize, well, I was ghosting them. Like that's how I got caught in my marriage. Like I ain't gonna lie, like my marriage shit was so cold. I'm so proud of myself. At first, I didn't even really feel bad, but like, man, that's what I be trying to tell y'all. These narcissists, they be really so out of their mind that they be oblivious. Like they be oblivious. It's like it's almost like they do the dirt to you, and you supposed to like do the rest. You do the rest. It's like so I was getting ghosted, and I guess I was supposed to just sit around and wait to see what happened. I guess I was supposed to wait around and see if they came back and see if they would still care when they I started whatever. You don't even exist. When you pop back up, then oh yeah, yeah, hey. You know, like it's just it was a real learning experience for me, man. And I appreciate y'all. The crazy part about it, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know where I would be. I'd probably be somewhere if I wasn't able to tell my story. And it was like YouTube came in time, just in time. I started this channel. It's like if you look at this channel, I started this channel like I think a day after I got divorced, or maybe like I think I started it either a day before I got divorced or like a month before. Like I started it right before I got divorced, or right after. So I was fresh out of this stuff. When I first started this channel, it was all fresh to me, and I still got a passion for it because when I healed from it, I look back like, man, I can only imagine how many people still struggling with this. I could imagine how many people still kind of like, damn, like I'm still struggling with this. And I just, all I try to do is encourage people to go on about their life, man. The narcissist gonna be somewhere doing the same thing they doing. Like this narcissist mama was kind of like ended up alone, like, and you gotta understand, like narcissists, they age bad. Like they age bad, like, and it's trauma. It's trauma. Like I seen my little male narcissist, he aged bad. I'm like, it's like, cause you gotta think, man, all that trauma, man, all that traumatizing they doing to people, all that, man. Think about how the narcissist discarded you, man. They didn't did that to like 10 people. Like that's bad karma. You gonna have some bad karma, for sure, for sure, for sure. And that's why they can't understand. They want to get a cakewalk life, but you can't do people the way narcissists do people, and God gonna bless you. You fool. Are you crazy? God, like what? Like I'm telling you, they do people. They like I'm trying to tell you. That's why they were so skilled at it. The narcissists don't learn from failed relationships. They don't learn from stuff like that. That's why they discarded you. And it, like when they took the mask off, it was like a clown taking off the mask and smoking a cigarette around the corner from the kid's birthday party. Like they tired of that helmet. They tired of faking and shit. They don't even want to talk. Like you might see the clown later with the helmet off. They smoking a cigarette. Don't even want to talk. Don't even want to be Bozo the clown no more. They through doing all that. Like that's how they be when the mask come off, nigga. They through doing all that. They through. That's why they be so cold, cause it's like it was all an act. Like that act didn't get them nowhere. You didn't end up being who they thought they was. You didn't save their life. You wasn't their savior. They mad too. Take the mask off and throw it at your ass. You know. But the narcissist teaches us though. The minute somebody go left, like you're supposed to get turned off by that stuff. But over time, a narcissist will turn you off though. Over time, you just get turned off, like, and they don't, it's some people be saying how they think about you afterwards and all that, and how they realize they had lost a good one. Like, I don't know, I don't care. Like that's one thing about me. I don't care about none of that. Like, if I don't, they doing what? I don't care. They doing this now. They doing that. The narcissist is suffering, man. I wouldn't care if they were suffering or having a blast. Like, and that's what I'm saying. They hate some empaths. They hate some of us because they know some of us going on about our life. Like they know. Like they'll try to talk to you about an ex and you'll be like dismissive about it, and they'll be like, "You don't want to talk about your ex with me?" And it's like, nah. But you must feel some kind of way about him. You must still like, but nah, I don't. Not really. Like I don't. Nah, you hurt. You don't want to talk about him. You could tell you probably still thinking about him. Not really, but I mean, I know that you keep saying that. Is that what you want me to feel? Because I can feel that if you want me to. But if it's just me, like telling you how I really feel myself, I don't be thinking about it. That's you be doing all. The narcissists always thinking about their exes and all that. I heard y'all be. I didn't know she was a narcissist, but I could have said, man, I heard y'all be doing that. I heard y'all be hoovering people and doing that. I don't be hoovering nobody. I don't. My get back with people ratio is not high like that. Every now I might have did it a few times in my life, but I really don't be doing all that because when I be single, I be taking advantage of being single. Like like when you're a chosen person, or you somewhat attractive, you be always in relationships and shit. Like you always shit with somebody. Sometimes you just enjoy being single and just not answering to nobody, doing whatever you want to do, and not even like doing whatever you want to do, like messing with people and stuff. Just not being on the phone all damn day. Like the narcissist relationship, it don't make you hate relationships, but it damn sure make you appreciate a good one, boy. Narcissists make you appreciate people, boy. They make you appreciate good people. I swear to God. Once you deal with a narcissist and deal with that crazy shit, you get around normal people and be like, man, you're not bored no more, man. You have a greater appreciation for people. You might have some people in your life that got you, that rock with you, that love you to death, but you kind of took it for granted because you just felt like you was just really him and just like you're a chosen one. That narcissist put you through so much to where you be speaking to people in public and holding the door like you be just a whole nother person. You're happy to get back to yourself. So I just have to holler at y'all, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I love y'all, man. Heal.